Hello guys, Lady here, back on this beautiful multiplayer server that we are playing on. And oh my gosh, I just to start today's episode off by saying thank you so much guys for all the new subscribers. We had such a big boom, and I do have to say a big thank you to Mythical Sausage, who may have mentioned me in one of his videos. And I think that led a lot of you guys to my channel, so welcome Mythical Sausagers to the channel, and to all the other new subscribers as well. Thank you so much for coming in and checking me out and supporting what I'm doing. Obviously, I am brand new at this whole YouTube thing. I haven't been doing this for very long, and all the new likes and subscribers and just views mean the world to me. It's really awesome getting started in the world of YouTube. I love it, and you guys are awesome. But anyway, today we are starting off right here underneath our gorgeous windmill here, above the carrot fields. Let's try to jump down without breaking anything. Nice. And that is just outside the really cool tournament grounds that we built in the last episode, and it turned out so amazing. It looks beautiful with shaders as well. I am in love with it. But yeah, really happy with how this whole thing came together. And we're gonna do a whole new project today. I have been doing a little bit of work off camera, and by a little bit I mean quite a lot of work off camera, making this beautiful island and finishing it off. If you've seen some of my previous episodes, you've seen this thing slowly coming to life in the background of other videos. It started off as just a flat bit of land. It has some redstone on it, so I put this redstone out here before I even started building back here, before I even started building this castle, and then once I started building here, this stuff was too ugly to just leave around, so I decided to build up an island around it. So we've got these nice cliff sides, we've got all these custom trees, which look really good, and I'm really happy with how it turned out. I'll give you guys a better, closer look at that, maybe a little later on in the episode. Aw, I broke a flower. But this blank spot here is what we're going to focus on for the majority of today's episode. So this is going to be farming houses. So for all the people, for all the farmers that work around here and in these lands and sowing these fields and stuff like that, tending these fields, they are going to live here. In a small, very small, sort of packed together, just really quaint little village. We're gonna get some nice small houses. There's not gonna be interiors in any of them, I don't think, just because there might not even be much space for interiors. But yeah, we're gonna get a few houses cobbled together, maybe some sort of central area here, and then we've got the bridge that leads over to this beautiful island, which houses my charged creeper mob head farm. So this is how I get all my really cool mob heads, like the vanilla zombie, skeleton, and creeper heads. So yeah, I think I'm gonna get started with this whole thing by just laying down some foundations and some designs of where the buildings are gonna be, because we're gonna try to get this whole village finished in this one episode. I'm gonna try to work on houses, maybe not as individual, but looking at it as a whole, as a village, and work it up and build it up together. So yeah, I'm gonna start by just laying down some lines and stuff like that for just plans for where buildings are gonna be. So I will do that, and I'll bring you back with what I've got. Okay, so you can see I've been doing a little bit of layouts. I've changed the path a little bit. Let me just get up in the air so you can have a little bit of a better view. Oh, we're up. Okay, so let's just come around here. This is what it's looking like so far with the layout of the houses. I try to keep them all relatively small. Nobody rich is going to be living here. They're all farmers. I'm definitely envisioning a lot of chimneys, because this looks like it'll be a very cold area with these icebergs just off the coast here. A lot of mid-tones woods and stone. I might put in a little bit of terracotta, just a regular terracotta color, and some bricks, of course, to make it fit with the rest of this kingdom. Although I think I am getting a little bit low on bricks, so I'll have to take a look. I have left a little bit of this unplanned, so just at the back area here, I want to see where or how the rest of this starts pulling together before I place more houses in. Maybe this is enough and I can just cover this area with trees or something, or who knows. Maybe I'll put more in. But this is what we're starting with, so I like the feel of this. This is going to be a wall, similar to sort of stuff that we've done previously that sort of separates the higher terrain. Just like a cobbly wall along here. This is going to be sort of a few buildings kind of mashed together. And I think eventually I want a bridge that leads over to that island. And maybe we can put some more crops over there or something like that. But that is for another day. I definitely want to get started on these farmhouses and see if I can pull together something quite quaint and cute and still fairy tale-esque, sticking with this fairy tale vibes that we have going here. So let me get to work and see what sort of design. I might see if I can do some practicing in creative just so I can get a bit of a design idea together here for what these houses are going to be looking like. Alright, so I have got a few materials together. We're going to be using mostly wood, I think, for this. Except for maybe a little bit of brick thrown in around here. We've got to remember this is a very poor village. And to start with, I think I want to start with this house right here. So this, I think, is just a 5x7. Yeah, 5x7. And let's go maybe even up again. I am worried this is going to obscure the view of this beautiful landscape here, but let's keep going with it. And it's getting a nighttime. Now, I think we will want the door to be like here. Do I have? Yep. We'll texture that up in a bit. And then we're gonna want spruce. Do I want a window there? Maybe just a little one. We'll see. So over this side, we're gonna do real simple. We'll come back to that. You know what I want? I want some strip stuff. Now, before we do any more, I want to see the size of this place. So I just want to get in, or start getting in, a roof here. So, oh, and I've fallen down. Alright, how's that looking size? You know what? I don't think that's too tall. It looks pretty short under all this foliage, actually. If that's the top of it. That's still pretty cute. Alright. So, that's our framing for the roof. Oh my god, did I just have exactly the right amount of spruce? That's insane. Okay. So... yeah, no, that's not obstructing the view of our beautiful island at all. In fact, I think it really adds to it. It's gonna top it off there. We are gonna miss some of that iceberg, but we see it through here. That's still a cool look. Because when designing this village, I really want to keep the fact that we have those icebergs here, because this base, this whole back of the base here, the northern area and all the way across to the west and stuff, is all icebergs. A lot of icebergs. So I want to actually use that bit of Minecraft generation and make this area seem kind of cold. Like they get the sun, but like it's always like a cold wind coming in. So let me do a little bit more work on this first house here and add in a little bit more detail and shape. And then I will bring you guys back with the first completed house, and then we'll move on to some of the rest. Now what I want to do is work on some of the details of this place. Obviously we're gonna have to change up that path. So let's try to come in here and just andesite things up a little bit. Don't need that. Oop. And then I think I want this whole floor to be stone. Because remember, they're burning fires in here. They don't want everything catching a light. Although, thankfully, if I do decide to light anything in here, this server has fire tick turned off. Oh. so nothing will catch a light. Much better. And from there, I think we're gonna have to start work on this. So let's get rid of this stuff. I want to put a chimney over here on this end. So let's start by getting some more blocks. Alright. Might even put a little bit of mossy around the place. Who knows? Okay. And we want to make sort of that like messy stone chimney look that you see a lot. I think that is exactly the vibe we want for a fairy tale village. And I think I kind of want to mix things up over here. Let's see if we can get another color into this palette. There we go, looking pretty cute. So I do have a few final touches yet to add, and I'm hoping I have stuff in here, otherwise I'm gonna have to go back to my main storage system. Ooh, yes. Okay, well that's something, at least. I'm not gonna do interior decorating here, at least not yet. I think that is not very important for these small little farming houses. You know, we're far, far away from the main village and the castle interiors, and these are just small houses. We should probably put a torch down in here somewhere, and upstairs too, and I don't have a ladder, so let's just do that. And oh yeah, I need some ender pearls. Gotta be some in here somewhere. Yay! I am running a little low on the ender pearls. Okay, and then we're gonna put this pot right here. It's a chimney idea we've been doing previously. You can see that one over there. So cute! Now this is a smaller one. Definitely gonna have bigger chimneys along this area, but I thought we'd go with a nice quaint little one here to start off with. And it's super, super cute. I don't think it blocks this area at all, so really happy with that. Oh, and I just realized I've left this log over here for some reason. So obviously this is gonna get all the detail. We still haven't even done that. Actually, you know what? I wanted to check these out for either that or yeah, I like that. I like that. Obviously, we gotta get rid of that mushroom, and we gotta get some gloss, which I don't have any more of. So there's more details to come, but we got a lot more to do than just this cute little house. We have a whole bunch more buildings to do to finish off this farming village, so I am gonna get to that quick sticks, and I'll show you all the important stuff. Maybe give you a few updates here and there as we get more and more houses done. But the first thing I want to do, actually, before doing any details, is maybe get some of these buildings just built up, just to see how tall and kind of work with the shapes and stuff like this. I definitely want it to have a feel like it goes uphill, even though it's only like a 3 or 4 block hill over there. But yeah, gotta get that going, and maybe plan out where some of the trees and greenery is gonna be as well. So it's actually starting to feel like a village now. Definitely getting that village vibes. You can see this is that first house we made. I did change it up because I built the second house and I just fell in love with the full stone look that I wanted to change it up here. So this is now stone, and we got the door over here. We've got glass. I still haven't got ladders yet for that. And I've done 2 more houses. This one here, which doesn't have any sort of interior, but this one's looking really cute. And I've done this one over here, which is a lot of brick. And each of these have chimneys and stuff, and I really like the way that it's feeling through here. You can see I've also done more planning other than the houses I've done. We've got a few houses that are planned out with their structure, roof, and like pillars and stuff. I've also started planning out where some trees are going to be, so I can just imagine this nice oak tree spreading out and coming across the path here, making this look really lovely and quaint and cute. Fairy tale village. We're gonna have another little building over here, but I haven't quite decided whether I want to have that like a tall one or just a tiny squat little thing. Oh, and I'm trying to use some more of this brown mushroom block. I really like that as a building block for houses, especially for poor houses. Oh, look how cool that looks. Look, seeing the windmill and the castle through the houses. So cool. So I've done some walls. I've worked on this one here. I'm building this up. There's gonna be like a lot of gardens and greenery and flowers and stuff up there, I think. And then this is gonna be another building. And I've also started on the wall that's over on this side back here near this building. I think this is gonna be some sort of building of significance, whether sort of religious related or something like that, like sort of similar to a church. And I'll come down this way, and I think we want to have a lot of trees at the back here, and then another wall just so nobody walks straight off into the freezing icy cold waters. So anyway, just slowly getting things done here. If I can get a rocket, you can see. So I've started adding a few details in the houses I finished. There's still a lot to do. So let's just have a little fly over here from what this village is looking from the castle point of view. That's really cute. It's actually more houses than I thought it was going to be. Okay, so obviously there's still a lot to be done, so I'm gonna get to it and do some more stuff. We gotta get this building done next, I think. And actually I was thinking before about, yeah, tweaking this just a little bit. Oh, I've fallen in. And then, yeah, figuring out some sort of roof for this guy. Maybe just a dark oak. Keep it nice and simple. Yeah, I can see that. And then I'll probably have a bigger roof, or maybe even a little tower but that sticks out. I don't know. I'm gonna get right back to it, building this place up and making it look like a cute little fairy tale farmer's village. So I will be right back with you guys when I have something more to show. I'm back, and we are standing on top of the windmill here. Maybe we can even get a better look. But this is what the village is looking like so far. Ignore my shulker boxes and stuff down there. But you can see I've started adding the greenery, the trees and stuff around. And a lot of the houses here are done. At least most of the roofs are. Some of them still need to be filled in. Like that one there and that one there have no walls yet. But we'll get to that. But yeah, I really like the way that this is feeling. Now you notice a new addition is this really tall pillar here. I decided I want to have a tower, just like a small tower, sort of like a similar one that we have to that other village that we have like really far away. If you've seen that, you know, I really like the tower look, especially for this fantasy fairy tale style. If we fly over here, I'll show you the kind of thing I'm thinking of, because I know a lot of you may not have seen this area before. But here we go. So over here, this is the first village I made, and we've got 2 towers here, which I think really enhances and yeah, just goes with the whole fairy tale vibe. So this is sort of like what I'm thinking. It's gonna be its own tower like this one. Oh, and I cannot for the life of me seem to land. But it's gonna be its own separate standing tower like this, but probably more like this in both size and style, so that we have the hay bales and glowstone and stuff like that, that it gets set alight. And then the idea would be that this bell tower here watches both that warning watchtower and the watchtower over here in our brand new village. I've also done some work adding, actually let's come down here and have a little walk through, because the atmosphere is really awesome here. I really like the way that it's coming together. So that's the first house that we did, all detailed up, and it looks super cute. I love this double open like sort of shutters, and we come along the entrance on the side. That's that bridge that was there. You can see there's a lot of new additions. So yeah, I really like this tree here. Then we've got the pines in the background kind of closing off that area and covering up, you know, that ugly background, those islands there with nothing going on in them. This is another one of those buildings that needs walls ASAP. And each of these are where I'm gonna put light posts like that one, like little lamps for the village. But if we come up this way, we've got this finished wall, and along here to this bridge, which I have added in. It's basically just a replica of the one that we had going on just over there that leads to the magical island, but coming along this way instead. Really nice and simple, and I think I'm just gonna leave it at this for now. We're not gonna make this lead anywhere as of yet. We're just gonna leave it as a plain island because that's not really too important. Now if we come back this way, I really like this place. This is a really cute house with a double chimney there and some more trees and stuff like that. This is sort of two houses that are kind of connected. Again, this one needs walls. I definitely want to put something going on here, some sort of decoration, if not trees as well. And then of course we come down here, and there's going to be one more house here and a couple more trees about as well. So there are 3 structures left to do. There's this one right here, which is probably the biggest one. We've got that one right there, which is also going to be a really main structure and maybe make it look quite decorative and nice. It's going to be largely stone, I think, to break up some of this wood. And then finally we have this tower here that I mentioned before. We're going to make a nice, cool looking Fairytale watchtower type thing. It's going to be really cute. So those are the next 3 things to focus on. 1 building, 2 building, and the tower. So I will get to that as well as filling in some of these walls and finishing up these builds, and then I'll bring you guys back. This is really starting to come together. I've been working on this tower and I just sketched out the design of the roof there. Gotta go back to my storage system to get some more bricks before I can finish the roof there, but that's gonna be our watchtower. And I've finished up each of these houses, at least as far as the exterior goes. This is gonna be sort of a church thing, I think, sort of a church building, and this like a little bit of a church tower thing at the back. Just sort of your traditional kind of looking small village church. We're gonna have probably some more crops back here. You can see I've done this wall here now looking super nice. And of course this tower, which I need to get more bricks. I need to go back to my main storage system. In fact, I might do that now. I've laid this out here. I want to put something in here to sort of fill this area out, but I'm not entirely sure what, because it is a really small area. It's not really quite enough space for another building, so I might have to try to figure out something else to fill that hole there. But the rest of this is looking pretty fancy. I have been considering putting a wall along here, which might look good. It also might just be some unnecessary extra work. So who knows if I'll get to that or not. But I'm going to fly back to my storage system and get a few more resources before coming back to finish the rest of this. Look at that little village. I love it. It's so cute. Exactly what I was thinking and imagining this place looking like. So let me get to work now that I've got some more resources on finishing this place up and getting rid of all this torch spam. Jeez. And there we go. This thing is finally finished, and that means that this entire farmland area is now completely finished. All the way from one end to the other, completely surrounding our wonderful castle that we have here. We have this beautiful farmland, and it has all been filled to the brim with detail and life and atmosphere. And this farmer's village that we built today has been the final finishing touch. So let's go through everything we've built here, have a little bit of a tour. I've just gotten finished throwing around some decorations, so we've got sort of little wheelbarrows and hay bales and things like that. And let's walk into the village. Thrown a few more decoration stuff, a lot of greenery going around here, making this place look really lush, really going with what we had going on everywhere else in the kingdom. This is a brand new building. This is the church. Now, I have been thinking I'll probably put some sort of decorations in here, just because the way I've done this, the doors are like permanently open. So it kind of needs some sort of decoration to bring a bit more liveliness and life into this build here. But I'm really happy with the church overall, and I like that it brings in a bit of extra stone And I think, yeah, we nailed the small village church kind of aesthetic. Now over here, I've just filled this in with a tree. I talked about this space, maybe putting a building here, but it just wasn't working out. It was too small a space. So I've just filled it with decorations instead. And of course the bridge to that beautiful magical island over there. And then just back this way, we've got another cute little village cottage house, along with some fields over here and a nice big wall that encompasses the... Oh, rip. Rip potato. I'm sorry. There we go. Just replant it. Always replant, guys. So we've got this nice stone wall here that encompasses this entire edge, and you just look out into the icebergs, to the cold ocean out there. I think it's a really cool look, and wow, I keep doing that. And then finally we can come back this way, and we've got our little village well, these cute little houses around here, some more decorations. We have that finished tower that will go up in just a second. And then this final building here, I've kind of decided can be sort of like a pub or a tavern, or, you know, just a really small pub for these, the local villagers to come after a long day farming. And then here's the finished tower. I like the look of it. It's really like old and crumbly, which I think suits the Fairytale aesthetic really well. And yeah, so this is the beacon tower, I guess, the watchtower, where we've got lots of hay bales, some wood for burning, and some glowstone just for to throw a bit of in-game lights in here, because I didn't really want to set it alight, although I could since fire tick is turned off. But I think we'll leave it like that for now. And it's a pretty nice view of the castle there. Oh wow, this thing just looks so full and bustling with life, this area. It's really awesome. I'll quickly show you the inside of this island here as well. So I mentioned before, this is where I get my mob heads, my vanilla mob heads from, so I lure charge creepers. Now this thing is gonna be, I'm sort of just keeping it for the memories at this point. This farm is gonna be a lot riskier to use now that I've built this whole area up. It still, like, works, but the idea would be that I get creepers over here, and then you run up to them, and you use, when there's a thunderstorm, you use a trident to turn them into a charge creeper, and then you lure them in here, and that's why this is all blast resistant here. Except for this floor, which when the creeper's above it, you press the button and it falls down in there, and that's how you get the creeper. And then you do a similar thing to get the mobs in, so it's gonna be a little more risky, because that means playing with creepers around this lovely finished farmer's village that we have going on here. Ooh, it's nighttime. Let's have a quick look at what this place looks like at night. It's really cute. So let me quickly sleep the night away, and then we're gonna have a fly around and have a nice view of the finished farmer's village here in our Fairytale kingdom. As far as the village goes, I'm really happy with it, I gotta say. It looks really cute. I think it meets all the criteria that we put in the beginning, with the stone, brick, woods, and just those mid-tone browns and stuff like that. You can see, actually, I managed to use that mushroom block, and I texturized it with a bit of the stripped jungle, and I actually really like the look that that gives in the end. And I think overall this place just really looks like a small, quaint little medieval village nestled on the outskirts of our Fairytale kingdom. I think it fits the aesthetic perfectly, and I'm super happy. Oh no, I missed some torches back there. Yeah, that's okay. Let's get one little look over here from the castle's point of view. That looks so great. I'm really happy with what we managed to get done in this episode today. We've got our cute little village and the island, and everything just looks so great, and it's been a lot of work, but I've had a lot of fun doing it, and it's just so rewarding. I think that's my favorite part about Minecraft. How rewarding it is when you finish a project that you had in mind, and it comes out exactly like you imagined it, and you managed to make your imagination come to life in this blocky world that we call Minecraft, and that is one of the best feelings. So with that, I think it is time to end off today's episode. I'm really happy with what we managed to get done, and I think it is the perfect new addition to our Fairytale kingdom. Please, if you enjoyed this video at all, leave a like and subscribe if you're interested in seeing what I do next. And of course, leave me a comment for any tips, tricks, hints, or ideas. Thank you so much for watching, guys. See ya!